let's talk about this shit, bro. No, it's not a hot take stream. This nigga, cause look, this basically just happened, and I'm like, bro, I was so bored. Oh my god, I was so bored. But yeah, this basically just happened. So let me pull this up. This guy, this is his name, HotBoySpicy. Nigga, hey, this out of nowhere. I have never talked to this guy. I haven't talked to this guy. I haven't said one word to him. I didn't even know this channel existed until a little while ago. Somebody tagged me on Twitter. Somebody tagged me on Twitter and was just like, what do you say? He said, "Six, you got roasted, brother." It was an hour ago. And it was just this. So I went to it because I at first I thought it was noodles. I'm not gonna lie. When I looked at the PFP, I thought it was noodles. But this nigga said, "Oh, let me show y'all the whole thing." So like, I'm gonna read it, but I'm gonna try to get the whole thing on the screen. Okay, that's good enough here. He says, "Oh my god." It's no wonder people praise my content so much when videos like this are the vast majority of my competition. The anime manga analysis sphere is a joke. It's the reason I hesitate to tell people what I do on YouTube, especially IRL. And don't get me started on people like Sage's Reign. Sage's Reign is a good YouTuber, by the way. Sage's Reign is an extremely good YouTuber. I like him. Why is Mir calling me? Hold on. Oh my, again? Hold up. Okay. Sorry, bro. I had to I had to respond to somebody. Where was I? Oh, and don't get me started on people like Sage's Reign. He's hailed as some analytical guru when he's just as uninsightful as the rest of them. I'm convinced people get gaslit into thinking his commentary is profound because of his voice. These creators like Crafts Doors who actually have something to say but almost never get the viewership they deserve, while these other creators rack in the profit with subpar nonsense. The fact that a video with the subject of Minato being a psychopath has such a high view count says a lot about the community, and it's not a good thing. Strive for better media, people. A couple of recommendations off the top of my head, and he lists two other people. I'm not gonna assault them because I don't know them. But yeah, this nigga weird. Like what he on my dick for, bro? And then I went to the comments. This guy I've been watching since Ultraverse Kage Summit Club with Gian. I don't remember ever doing a video with Gian, but that if you know Gian, you've been around for a minute. But bro, look, I have no idea what bro is on my dick for, bro. No idea. I'm just chilling. Bro, I have I have never wait, hold on, that was about to be a lie. Aside from Mello and NC Hammer, I have never gone out of my way to like go at another YouTuber. And then I went to the comments. This nigga said he watched 7 minutes of the vid. If he watched 7 minutes of the vid, he should know what this video is about. So I don't know, bro. Like, what could this nigga possibly have against me, bro? It's cool, though. I don't really care. I just thought it was like funny as hell. So I was like, fuck it, might as well stream it too. Respond to the comments. Oh yeah, let's go to the comments. I'm not gonna lie, bro, Visionary, it does kind of come off like this nigga is jealous as hell. Like, does this shit not come off like this nigga is jealous as and then there goes Seth dick eating, bro. Like this nigga is bro, Seth is such a dick eater. Oh my god. Bro, hold up. Let me I'm gonna pull this shit up on my monitor so we can go through the comments, see what this nigga's comments are looking like, bro. What's his name? Is it Hot Boy? Yeah, it's Hot Boy Spicy. Or Spicy. No, yeah, it's HotBoySpicy. Okay. Okay, let me take these off the screen. Boom. Okay. Wait, hold on. I should probably pop this out real quick. Okay, y'all can still see like the comments right now. Let's go back to your old PFP was way better. No, so that's a new PFP is way, way, way better than his old one. Okay. All right, so let's go through some of these. Actually, bro, let's hotkey my name because what would the other nigga talking about? Okay, so only one comment mentions my name. I can't see. It says two, but I don't know. It doesn't matter. Okay, he said, "Did you watch the video?" Wait, this is the one I read, right? No. Okay, did you watch the video? Pretty good. Decent looking to Minato Psyche. While I will agree that most other Naruto content out there is pretty shallow, I put Sage's Reign in that category. While not immensely profound, his videos are interesting and frankly more profound than most others out there. Check blah blah blah. As for 6, he's mainly a power skill. There's really no analysis. And anyways, why do you care? Just keep it to yourself. I mean, he doesn't have to keep it to himself. He's free to hate. I don't really care, bro. Like the nigga can hate. I'm confused why the nigga targeted me. Hey, Spicy, give me your cord tag. You should get in a call. Get on stream. Hold on. Wait, like send it here. If you don't want to send it here, I'll send you one of my friends' tags and then add him and then he'll, send it to me because I don't want to put my tag in there either. We do it live on air. Oh God, yeah, he pulled up. Yeah, I'd prefer to do that. Okay. Let me see if someone is available. Oh, Smurf is. Hold on. Smurf. Don't say anything out of pocket. I'm on stream, but I need your help real quick.
What's good?
Okay, I need your tag to give to this guy because I want to talk to him, but I don't want to put my tag in the chat.
My Discord tag?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you need me to like? You just want me to send you the full shit?
Yeah, just send me your tag in DM.
What up?
Or you could put it in the chat on YouTube, but I prefer you send it.
Who the fuck? Oh, that's Sagen. I'm just sending it over. It's in DM.
All right.
Why did it send like that?
Here, spicy hot. There, add that. Hold on, is that actually his tag, Seth? Seth coming in clutch.
Wait, add what, bro?
His name is he's gonna say Spicy. What's like? He said he sent the request.
I just got it.
Okay. Could you just add us to a group chat? You don't have to stay in it. Wait, Smurf, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, bet. Mm-mm. Are you gonna add us to the group chat, or you want me to add him? Smurf.
Hold
Okay.
on. Yeah. And fucking.
And then who this nigga come in the chat dick eating noodles? What are you on? Alright, I'm finna call in there. You can come listen if you want to, but I'm finna just talk to this nigga on stream.
Yo, yo, yo. Here, let me make sure you guys are going to come through on my speaker. Just in case.
Okay. Smurf's not gonna talk. He just the middle.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, just let me know if there's an echo. I'm pretty scuffed. I don't have any actual headphones, so
I mean, you sound. It's not an echo. You just sound like you're kind of in a chamber, but it's cool.
Yeah, my environment. I actually. The funny thing about me, not a lot of people know this about my content, is I actually record under a blanket because my environment is so bad for recording.
You just got a big ass room.
Yeah. Well,
yeah, I used to when I moved like 4 months ago, and my room was just empty for hella long. But then I like filled it up with shit, so I sound normal again.
It was probably ruining my image even more because I called you out, and now I'm like, everyone's like, this guy's so fucking scuffed. And
bro, no, the shit's cool. Like I don't care that you called me out. It's more like
okay.
It's more like, you know, I kind of fuck with that, if anything. Because niggas don't do that.
So here's the thing. I love arguing. I love like confrontation. That's what I'm all about. Most people actually aren't like that. I'm a super disagreeable person in real life. I'm pretty much like toxic to most people. So when I meet other people like-minded to me, it's really, really cool. But honestly, this is just kind of unfortunate for you because the thing is I'd actually watched this video probably about a month ago, and I only got about 7 minutes into it. It just so happened tonight I got recommended your video again, and that kind of spurred on this idea I've had for a while. And I just thought, I might as well come out with this opinion to public now, right? So you honestly, it's unfortunate for you because I'm sure there's many content creators that do Naruto stuff that are, way worse than you. But it's kind of how the pieces fell in place tonight. So I'm sorry about that, but everything I said I still stands. I think. I mean, like I said, I only watched about 7 minutes of that video. People were telling me in the comments though, and I think you're reading them right now. You are reading them right now, I see. But
yeah, well,
they were saying
you actually,
by the end of that video, you elucidate that you actually are on the opposite side. You don't think Minato is a psychopath.
No, so I don't even think I linked the original thread in the description, like I said, but there was this thread that basically had like evidence Minato was a psychopath. There wasn't even really evidence. It was more just like arguments, right? So I went to that thread, read it, didn't really like it. So I was like, okay, this could make a good video. And I just wanted to talk about it. So you say you're like a confrontational, like a toxic person. So to me, when I read this post, this sounds like hating, but from like a jealousy standpoint. Because you talk about how the video has so many views, but you wish other videos had more views, like crafts, dwarfs, and bread boxes. So is it like a jealousy thing, or you just felt like that?
I mean, I can only say so much, and you can only believe so much, obviously. So if I say it's not coming from a place of jealousy, that's only my word, versus your interpretation. So I don't think I'm going to get anywhere there. All I'll say is I did link other content creators. And if you look on my channel, I have a second post that I just did before I got in here, making fun of my own content. My highest viewed Naruto video, I actually hate. I despise it. I just thought it was funny. And this is kind of like the main idea of what I was going for, is that like, seems to be, but obviously the algorithm doesn't placate to quality. But for me, it's just funny that my highest viewed Naruto video is bad. Like I consider it to be bad. Like,
why do you consider it bad?
I think a lot of the observations I make are like pretty obvious up until my Final Valley section of the video. My Final Valley section is relatively insightful. Everything before that is just like really like obvious observations. It's nothing super great. Like holistically, the video I don't think is that
So
good.
what makes a video to you more insightful?
These guys want us. Sorry, these guys want. I'm reading the chat right, and these guys want us to fight so bad.
Yeah.
We might disappoint them though, but especially because
what about a video makes one more insightful than the other? Or okay, I guess a better question would be, what do you have a problem with a video being less insightful? Why does a less insightful video?
So, okay, this is going to be
opinion.
This is going to be, and obviously with all media interpretation, this is going to be super judged from person to person. As for me,
it is your interpretation. I know.
My standards are going to be like, and I'm willing to admit this. I'm willing to backpedal at least this much and say, for me, my standards, especially the ones I put on myself and my own content, are so astronomically high. I feel like a lot of the times in my life, I also have a problem. This kind of like extends to other people's content, where I'm like, when I judge it, I also kind of judge it on a similar metric. I probably shouldn't do that. But for me, it's like, I don't know. Okay, so this is a really good example. When I see people in my comments telling me like, oh my God, you're just like Sage's Reign, kind of makes me cringe a little bit, because I've seen a lot of Sage's Reign content, and I don't think he's half as insightful as I am. And it does get under my skin a little bit. Like when I see stuff like that, when I'm being compared to people that are like do similar content to me.
Has anyone ever compared you to me?
No, I've never seen that. At least I don't think.
Because I'm more of a power scaling YouTuber.
Yeah, and I actually did look into your channel. You are more of a power scaling guy. Again, a little bit unfortunate. It definitely would have been better to use a guy like Sage's Reign, like in the actual image, to be like a video of his. But mistakes were made, I guess. Other than like the debate side, I don't know. Do we want to hash out some? I'm willing to debate on something.
Yeah, what do you want to debate?
You let me in here, but I don't really. My only contention was the fact that I think you probably already read it since you're in the comment section. My only contention is that I think just the idea of hashing it out over, is Minato a psychopath, is fucking absurd. It's so stupid. It's such a stupid argument to be had.
Oh yeah,
because the answer is obvious. I think the answer is obvious from the offset. It's like 2-second video. Obviously, let's look at the definition of a psychopath. Oh, he's not a psychopath, obviously, because of A, B, and C. Okay, video's done. It's like a 1-minute video. Any longer,
like psychopath has the connotation of just being like a crazy ass nigga, he does something overtly aggressive, or he does something that people don't like, you could just call him a psychopath. I more so attack that rather than the literal definition in the video.
I guess that's my secondary problem. I hate when people throw around psych terms, because it is an actual psych term. And I wish people didn't throw words like that around so willy-nilly, because like the word means something. And when we're just throwing it around, it kind of like nullifies the meaning of the word. It's just, it's all stupid.
But you do understand that, like, society is just kind of that way. Like, people use words outside of their literal definition all the time.
Okay, so we shouldn't abide by what society is now. We should obviously aspire to see.
I'm making content for the people who live in society now. So yeah.
But I guess that's a little bit of the disconnect, right? Like I'm wanting, and this is another reason why I would like post something like this, because my content's been relatively, like outside of, especially drama. I've never done a post like this, but obviously now I'm in the depths of it. For me, it's like I'm willing to risk some amount of popularity, whatever may have you, to be better, to inspire people to be better, whether that's with their insights in a story, whether that's with how they look at society, yada yada yada. It's what I'm all about. That's why I like debating so much, because I think truly the only way we can really grow as people is to argue it out, hash out our ideas.
Okay. I mean, I guess I get what you're saying, but I don't get how that
This guy sounds so weak.
I don't get how that criticism.
I'll be honest with you, chat. Sorry to interrupt you. I am really nervous right now. Just FYI, I've never done like a live stream thing. I just hopped into this. I'm like a nervous person by nature. So yeah, true. I am nervous. I might get packed just on that alone. But we'll see.
No, you're cooling, bro. I'm not gonna attack you on you being nervous. But yeah,
isn't that obvious? Fuck. My voice is probably shaking and shit.
Yeah. talking a lot as
Never
well.
been-
Well, I mean,
I
I guess
have
I
been
don't
on
know you,
Josh
but I
throughout
mean,
my
it's
life.
just
It's
like
just
that.
not in like a setting where a lot of people are watching like live. But
How many people are up here? Almost 400. Jeez, no, my lives aren't even normally like this. But it's normally like 250 type shit.
Oh, really? Oh, wait,
Um,
drama attracts people. That's
Hold on.
that's
You
a given,
care?
I
Do you
guess.
know who set this?
Yeah, I don't think there's any person that would make Naruto content who wouldn't know who Seth is. Yeah, no,
You
he's
care if I add him to the chat?
sure. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Hey, programmer.
Yo, what's up?
Hey,
Can y'all hear me?
Swag. Bro, Swag is
Yo,
here too. Oh
it's
my
your
God.
boy. Wait, is Swagkage in there?
Yeah, he's in chat.
Oh shit!
Yeah, this is crazy.
What's up, bro?
Hey, what's up, man?
What's up, Swag?
Dude, is that hot boy? Dude, I really praise your content. Like,
you know who I am. Really?
yeah, I praise it. Yeah, dude. Like before I go to bed, I just get on my hands and knees and I just start praising your content. Sometimes I offer sacrifices to your content. I just praise it. Okay, but yeah, for real, like you hate Six's video, right? Because of how he used psychopath. But do you actually have a problem with what he said in the video with how he used psychopath, like with that as like an axiom almost?
No, he already explained it. He wasn't abiding by the actual term psychopath. He was abiding by like the word people throw around all the time in regular conversation. And what I'm saying is the conversation is so stupid because it like automatically on the offset you're diluting the word. Like you shouldn't be using that word at all in this conversation is what I'm saying.
All right, so since you're like my deity, I just need to like understand what my god perceives the world like. But I just need to know, like, when you watch the video, did you disagree with it, or like, do you just like have a problem with how he used the word because you understand what he was trying to say?
His conclusion, and I was corrected in the comment section because I was honest. I did not watch the entire video, but people were saying in the comment section that at the end of it, he does say Minato is, obviously not a psychopath. And obviously I agree with that. I do agree with that. It's just, I think the discussion itself is not worth being had. It's so stupid. From my vantage, it's really stupid.
But you don't believe people can just use words like colloquially?
Yeah, of course people do. That doesn't, just because people do something doesn't make it right. Like that doesn't, no.
So like, you think like if someone like fucks like a 15-year-old and everyone's like pedophile, you're like, nah, I can't say that. It's not a pedophile. Like I hate.
Wait. You think that's not a one? Wait, Seth. That is not a 1-to-1 comparison.
Hey, Swag.
Wait, what? that's not an apt comparison. Wait, that's so stupid.
Why is it stupid, man?
Well, no, because on one end,
who is? Hold on, I got to do some catching up. Who's Spicy? Is that the guy who was just talking?
Yeah, it's the guy.
He's my lord. He's my lord.
Yeah, it's Seth's Lord and Savior. Apparently, he doesn't like terms being colloquialized or something like that. So he's
no. I saw. It's no wonder people praise my content so much when videos like this are the vast majority of my competition. The anime manga analysis sphere is a joke.
That's strong, man.
You guys are making me sound so self-righteous right now. Okay.
I mean, what do you mean me? I literally read your post. I literally read your post.
He thinks he's self-righteous.
Bro, you're making me sound so self-righteous by reading my words verbatim.
But there's a comment. He just says, just make content without sounding so self-righteous. He says never. He thinks himself.
I'm not. Well, okay, I was about to lie and say I'm not trying to gang up on you. I kind of am, but I will try to not do that because this is between you and Six.
Okay.
I'm just here because it's fun.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Give me 2 seconds to elucidate something. So I made another post talking about how I've made a video that I actually hate, but it's got the most views, and I think it's just funny that that's the case. I'm willing to look back at myself and make fun of my past self. There's content I've deleted, Naruto content I've made that I've deleted. I had a fucking part 1. It was like a 40-minute video or something, or 20-something. I don't actually remember the length. I kind of expunged it from my mind, honestly. It was like a rewriting Naruto thing. The entire video was dog shit. It was trash. And I've talked to people about this video before. And it's not like I'm putting myself on a pedestal here. It's to me, it's painful.
Well, you are putting yourself on a pedestal.
Okay, yeah, but the thing is, when you made the post, you didn't need to say like you didn't have to bring yourself up at all.
I'll concede. Right? Yeah. Well, okay. Here's the thing. I guess in a way I did by saying at the beginning, people do praise my content, but I didn't specifically praise my own content. Actually, again, in the second post,
you praise your content when you say that my content is your competition.
And I'll concede on this
no
one.
Wonder.
Okay, here's the thing. I'll concede on
you say it's no wonder people praise mine when the others is like this. It's praising your own. Or you're putting yourself up on that pedestal.
Okay, well, hold on. Again, I'll concede on this much, okay? I agree that the focal point of the post should have just been with my own content. For instance, this entire ordeal should have just been me making fun of that video that I was just explaining that I hate that's still up on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Probably, definitely. That would have been way less inflammatory. And it would have and here's another, but without me doing this, I wouldn't be here. You guys are like way bigger than I am. And now I'm getting exposure from this, which is just funny. So if I did do that.
You think this is good exposure?
Yeah, no, I will. I mean, I could be wrong about this. Maybe it will turn out well for you, but there have been people who have gotten exposure from me specifically in the past, and it has not gone anywhere for them. So, granted, I don't think. I don't know. I guess it depends.
Exposure isn't like necessarily always good.
I'm sure you know the term is to say that this is probably not as bad as either of those other two cases.
The camera bird and carbohydrate.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the thing is, I'm willing to
okay, well, that's because
that's because of secondary outside things that they did that didn't have to do with why they got so I don't think that you're gonna go. I don't think you're gonna go start fucking dragging people that I know or pull Seth into a call after this. You fucking or whatever. yeah. I don't think it's gonna be like that. So this probably won't be as bad.
They're gonna dox me for that one. God damn it.
I feel like I'm just rambling right now. My bad.
Yo, that was Swag saying that. Don't dox me for that, please. Not enough.
You can have the mic back, bro. My bad.
No, we're cooling, bro. We're cooling.
Yeah.
So Spicy, you don't actually disagree with what I said in the video. You just disagree on the terminology I used for psychopath or the one I attacked.
No, again, I think the more holistic outlook on this whole thing is just that, I think initiating this discussion, I think it's just a conversation.
I think hold on one second. I think I've been very nice so far while you've been on the stream.
Oh yeah,
I've asked you a few questions where I won't say you don't directly answer them, but you won't answer in a way that the question was asked. You'll give something else. So I was wondering the answer to that question. Did you have what about the video did you have a problem with if it wasn't that?
Well, again, so a lot of it, I didn't even watch. So that's not going to really be a focal point for me here on the contention.
It's not a focal point. It's an answer I want. So the video, you just had a problem with the
again. Okay. So if someone says Minato is a psychopath because of A, B, and C, and you go, no, Minato is not a psychopath because of A, B, and C. What I'm saying is, yes, what you're saying is correct. You're like, Minato is definitely not a psychopath because of A, B, and C. It's like, oh, true. But I'm not fucking retarded, so I already know that. And to me, it doesn't do anything. So again, the content, what you're saying is fine, of course. I agree with what you're saying. That's not the point, though. To me, the discussion itself is boring, dull, and stupid.
So you had a problem with just the topic overall.
Sure, yeah. I guess to encapsulate everything I've been saying, yeah.
Okay.
And of course, we were talking about
you do understand that you do understand that people have different interests other than you, right? Hopefully.
Sure. Yeah. Of course, I acknowledge that. Yeah.
You realize that the video is made for the majority of the community, not just yourself.
Lord Spicy.
Yeah. Sure.
I think it's weird to say that anything in particular is off topic, right? Or, off limits, I should say. Sorry.
No. Okay. Wait. Hold on. Nothing is off limits necessarily. What I'm saying is, it's just my quality gauge, right?
It seems in this post, it comes off to me like you think 6 crossed a line, bro. You were just...
okay. If it comes off that way, and a lot of people think that, I'm sorry, that is not what I was trying to convey.
Lord Spicy, Father Spicy.
Okay, Seth, you gotta stop doing this, man.
Heavenly content, Father. I needed to ask you because you said it was like you kind of like implied as the topic, so I just want clarification for Six's sake because he's kind of mentally distressed by what you've declared. You said you kind of implied it was like the topic, but in your post you said it's no wonder why people praise my content when videos like this are the vast majority. So is it like? Is it the content within the video? Like, there's no like.
You also said
content...
you watched the video to some extent, right? So,
I did. Yeah.
Is it not the Is content also just a topic? Like, no matter how it's discussed or portrayed or anything that's actually within said content.
Again, you're not like taking what I said to its logical conclusion. What I was saying.
Well, no, I'm asking for clarification. That's why I said, Father, please clarify for 6.
Okay. Sorry. Yeah. Sorry. When you start talking to me like I'm a god, I just kind of like disassociate for a little bit. That's I think what's going on here. But
you got a praising kink or some shit?
Getting turned on by that shit.
I'll
continue. I said disassociate, which does that not convey the opposite of what you're saying? Okay, well now I'm confused. Anyway, whatever. Regardless, so
it doesn't.
Okay, well,
yeah, I don't know how you're disassociated, but it's cool, bro. Go ahead, answer the question.
Again, like when the topic itself is so asinine that no matter what you say to me, to a viewer like me who like understands the story of Naruto and like obviously knows Minato's not a psychopath, like I'm sure I'm not praising myself here when I say this, a large percentage of the community, more so than not, definitely don't think Minato's a psychopath and definitely can argue a reason as to why he's not a psychopath, just like you can and just like you did in your video. Again, to me, you're not doing anything special. You're saying, oh, Minato's not a psychopath because A, B, and C.
Has to be special.
Obviously, he's not a fucking psychopath because of A, B, and C. Any dumb fuck can do that. That's what I'm saying.
So do you think a video has to be special, or I'm confused at what you're getting at? Because you do understand that sometimes people want to. My point is. So I'm getting at. Do you think that people just click on videos that they're interested in, and maybe they clicked on another video just because they want to hear someone else agree with them?
Of course, but what I'm saying, the whole idea of these posts is content creators.
Well, if you agree, then what's the problem? I don't understand.
No. Again, listen to what I'm saying. I'm saying content creators, despite the audience, content creators should aspire to be better.
Well, I aim to.
I don't think. Okay, so here's
inform the audience, and if the audience wants to click on something that they just agree with to hear someone else agree with them, then that's perfectly fine. You're making it sound as if every video has to be
15-minute video to 1 minute because that's all it takes to explain.
Okay, well, no. So I think the idea of laying out like an absurd premise and saying, "Well, I see like how somebody could arrive at this conclusion," I think it's obviously untrue. I think that there's value in that, right? Like, I don't think that that's like a fucking like asinine thing to do.
Sure, but okay, again, yeah, we all see value, like we all value things differently from person to person. What I'm saying is, Six just literally said, he said that what's the problem with it if people want to click on it and watch it? That's what I'm saying is the problem. If you can see that, and you're almost conceding the ground that like, okay, maybe this video isn't the most insightful, or maybe this video isn't like the most necessary because obviously Minato's not a psychopath.
I'm not conceding anything. Like, it just sounds like
I was about to say, I don't think Six is conceding anything.
To me, it just sounds like you're extremely arrogant. You think everyone should agree with you.
No,
so I will also say I totally disagree with the idea that like videos need to be
more so
necessary to be like published. I wasn't going to say that.
Okay, wait, hold on.
Hold on, Six. Don't use that word, buddy.
No, I'm just saying how he comes off.
I'm getting triggered for him.
This dude, he basically just said you should know what your fans want.
I'm sorry. Okay, listen, I shouldn't have said.
I think Swag's point was a little disconnected from Six's, though, so I don't know. Maybe we should talk about that.
You technically didn't concede anything. Sorry, I shouldn't have used that word. My apologies. I'll backpedal on that one.
You seem a little bit jumpy sometimes with like the way you attack things. Is that like a habit?
Well, it might be just because I'm a little bit nervous right now. Like that could.
Okay, I'll try and like chill out because this is. I can leave it easy. I'm just here for the.
Don't leave. No, don't leave on my account. No, chill.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I get how this, like, you make a post and suddenly you get a visit from, like, the council or, like, whatever.
Sure, and you guys are, the council is against me right now. So, anyway, and I get you guys are all
I'm not against you, Father.
Can I get something genuine from you, Seth? Just one thing. Just flame please,
right
for
now.
my sake, please flame the fuck out of me. I would much prefer that than what you're doing right now. This is pretty fucking cringe.
You prefer people to pack you than to get to a conclusion.
Yes, much, because obviously he doesn't. This is ironic what he's doing right now. He should just fucking flame my ass instead, because what he's doing right now is cringe.
How does that help you?
Again, goes back to what I said earlier. Like when people argue, when they hash out, it should, if the conversation is good enough, come out with both parties learning a little bit more.
I feel like there was something unaddressed though, and I still feel like what Swag commented on was a little bit different than what Six was trying to get at, and I just feel like we just kind of avoided it, like all of us did. Not necessarily just you, but I feel like it should be repeated.
Also, like I don't see why a video or like why like a point of conversation about like anything, especially like art, which most people just talk about for fun, like why it has to be like a necessary like addition to the discourse, like to be worth publishing, right? Like I think if like people are like, oh, that's kind of interesting, like that's a neat way to look at things, even if I don't agree with it, like I don't know, I don't think that makes Six like retarded. For like,
okay, well, I didn't say he was retarded. Again, like
I think you said something slightly different. Actually, you said like something about if people are coming to like some weird conclusion, and Six like makes a video saying like, oh, I can see how you came to the conclusion. Like, why is it asinine or to reply to? You said something like that. But what was that?
Yeah, like why is it like asinine to to post a video like that, right? Yeah, well, I guess I did overstep by saying that you did not call Six retarded. I agree. It's a combination. But, like, what is the problem with like that? Like, I don't think that the video needs to be
I'm going to warn you guys now, because we're going in circles now. I'm just going to be explaining the same shit I've already explained.
I don't think that this is a question that directs us into a circular conversation.
This is a little bit different than what Six is asking. It's a little bit different.
Yeah.
So again, it's asinine because it's a 15-minute video of. So I don't know. Okay, actually, before I head into that, how many people actually believe Minato's a psychopath? Because before I saw this video,
well, that's not too relevant. This is like moving away again. We just kind of got back on track.
Yeah, well, because of the question I asked, like, the question I asked, like, you can like presuppose in the question that nobody thinks it, and like it's like the question doesn't change, right?
Yeah, the question doesn't change at all. The question is it's basically what's wrong with posting the redundant video.
Okay, so we're presupposing right now that no one online is saying Minato's.
Yeah, like literally nobody agrees with it.
Okay, well then the video becomes even more stupid. Okay, this is just like bad because again, like
no, but like why is the video stupid?
You had a large portion of the community saying, "Oh, Minato's a psychopath." It would make so much sense to go out and say like, "No, guys, you guys are stupid. Minato's not a psychopath because A, B, and C. You guys even know the definition of what a psychopath is." That would to me, that would be way more justifiable. But just come out and say, "Oh, is Minato a psychopath?" Because he kind of seems
we get that you don't agree with the video being made, but you're not telling us why. The question is why.
No, okay, but let me downscale what I've been saying. So essentially, what I'm saying is the video is relatively useless. It's like a useless topic because obviously Minato is not a psychopath. Anyone can gauge that. The topic is worse than unnecessary because it's like we know Minato's not a psychopath.
But the point of the video isn't just the topic. Six just goes there are probably plenty of people.
I wanted to comment on something.
Yeah. I mean, there are also so the video has over 100,000 views, and I'm not going with this where it sounds. I'm not bringing up that views for.
Think Minato is a psychopath.
Yeah, but so the reason I'm bringing up the views, the video has over 100,000 views. There are probably at least a fair number of those people who came away from the video learning something about the series, secondary to the premise, right? Something that wasn't a direct yes or no answer to the question posed in the title, because of the subject matter, or maybe they've started looking through the series through a different lens, right? I mean, I feel like the worst you can say about it is it's just this is the worst way I can think to frame it. is like an elementary like critical thinking exercise, right? Just like, oh, this is how you analyze certain questions, even though there's no like because I think that you could probably concede that like there's no direct evidence that like it's kind of like an unfalsifiable claim that Minato is a psychopath, that he's just like faking everything he does, right? So like a video like this, you could just like again, like the worst thing I could think to say about it is like, oh well, this is just like an elementary like level fucking like critical thinking exercise to show people how they can arrive at like pretty concretely arrive at conclusions that they might not like be able to prove, right?
Okay, actually, you know what? I see where the disconnect is. I think correct me if I'm wrong. I think what's going on here is you're saying like the focal point of the video wasn't even, is Minato a psychopath? You were just using that as like clickbait so people click on it, and it's kind of like a Minato analysis. Am I wrong in that deduction?
I don't know if it was like
talking to me or are you talking to Swag?
I mean,
that'd be six. That's saying.
Yeah,
I'm talking to you, Six.
Well, ask again. I wasn't too much paying attention just then.
Oh, I was saying, so is the disconnect here that like is Minato a psychopath? Is that more kind of like clickbait to get people to click on it, and it's more so just a Minato analysis? Like
it's both. Like in order to answer the question, I analyze Minato.
Yeah.
Okay, but like second question would be then, do most of the video you focus on the subject, is Minato a psychopath, or do you like diverge a lot and just talk about Minato's journey?
I don't remember the exact structure of the video. I think it's more towards the second half I'm answering the psychopath question. First half I'm like deciding the world, or I'm deciphering the world and whatnot.
Okay. Yeah, this is going to be really tough because like I haven't seen the majority of the video, so I'm not able to like gauge.
Do we want to watch it on stream all together?
I gotta watch some six. I'm on. You know what, Spicy? We're on the same team. I don't want to see this shit either. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't really want to watch the video again.
All right, yeah, no.
Damn, Six on Team Spicy too.
No, I don't.
I'm not gonna
watch. I don't really watch.
Six is conceding.
I just thought about it and I was like, I would not want to be put on the spot to watch my own shit, so never mind.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah, actually,
I'm not conceding anything, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But
hey, I didn't say it. Just letting you know.
I was talking to.
I don't know. I think Six even agrees it's unwatchable. I don't know. I might need to make a post.
What? Actually,
bro, this guy Farouk it is in chat, bro. Spicy's one video probably has more value than most other Naruto content. That shit is maximum dick eating, bro.
Yeah,
sure. Yeah, and here's another thing I'll say. People do eat my dick a lot. Like if you look at my comment section, the vast majority of it is
like
people,
me,
like riding my cock, like you. Exactly. You're like an encapsulation of my community, by the way.
Damn.
Which is fine. And I'll say this.
Do you not see how by like saying stuff like this, you come off as super arrogant?
Wait. I'll go all the way. I'll concede even fucking further. And I'll say I am an arrogant prick. Like if you know me in real life, I'm an arrogant prick. I will not shy away from that fact. If you don't like me because of that, that's fine. Me personally, I like to separate the content from the content creator. And that's another reason why, if you watch my content, I don't insert my persona in the content at all. If you just watch my videos, there's only, and this is the one video that like I regret, but and I only kept it up because it has views. My Plague of Gripes video, where I respond to him, it has a lot of my personality in it, and I hate that about that video. I don't like inserting because I feel like it's irrelevant from the analysis. I think it detracts from like the purity of like what I'm breaking down. It gets you out of the story. I want people.
I disagree with that.
Wait. I'm not saying people should emulate what I'm doing. I'm saying it's my style of content.
Okay. No, that's. I mean, I don't have any problem with that.
So,
that's
so again, like, yes, am I arrogant? Yeah, all of the above. Like, I'm all these like negative, whatever. Like, my personality. You know, a lot of people would say my personality sucks. What I will say is, what I'm not willing to concede on is like, and what I'm not willing to like to submit to the algorithm on is my content, because I really care about the content. I'm a writer, by the way. I'm going to college for writing. I really care about the craft and art of content creation. So one thing I'm not willing to like to bow down to the algorithm to is the content I produce. So yes, am I arrogant? Am I rude? Should I be more willing to judge people like on a different spectrum than me? Probably, because I am pretty bad about since I judge myself on such like this. I don't know the way I judge myself. I'm really hard on myself, and I think that kind of extends unnecessarily to like other people. I think that's another problem I tend to have. But regardless, yeah, sorry it had to be you this time. But I'm not going to say I'm going to stop doing it because this is this is who I am.
I mean, I just think it's like
give a damn. This shit was just like it annoyed me a little bit because I've never talked to you. I had no idea who you were before someone just tagged me on Twitter. And then like when I was reading it and I was reading the comments, shit just came off sort of strange. So
God, people really hate me.
I don't.
That's funny. That's cool though.
I mean, I just think it's like weird and like cringe. I especially don't like the framing Six as like your competition because it's.
No,
I
like,
think
I didn't
that
even
like
know you. I'm not your competition.
well, I mean, not even that.
Yeah,
It's just like I don't think that like Naruto content has to like exist like in like like I mean, it's not like people have to choose between like who to consume, right? Like a lot of people who like Naruto content watch.
Yeah.
Swag and I went through like a whole arc where we were like had to learn that we don't compete with each other. That we kind of like work as like a unit together almost. Like it was like
bro, it was
a long journey to learn that. Yeah.
If Seth and I viewed each other as like mortal enemies, we would be like so far like back. Oh my god, like just in terms of like our understanding of like the series and shit, bro.
Okay, yeah, no, and I agree. It shouldn't be a competition. True, I shouldn't have said that. Like,
as a consumer, you really shouldn't be kind of telling people what their fans want to consume because when anybody gets on YouTube, sometimes nobody has an idea as to what they want, and on top of that, with a topic like this, people don't always go to anime content for power scaling. So for shit like if Minato's a psychopath, that may pique the interest of such a random person that they may become a new fan to a Six or Seth or Swag. So you can't really dictate what somebody else's content is in any manner.
Yeah.
Now, now while I think like competing with people is like one thing, and like learning that the competition side is probably not as like crazy influencing as people think too much. I have a different question, and it's kind of like when you attack other people for their content, like do you factor in like if they're like living off of that content too? Because I think there's like a difference between just uploading content and then living off of the content.
Obviously there's a difference, but again, like
so like for instance, like Sage's Reign, right? Like I don't watch his stuff, so I don't know how good, bad, or whatever he is.
I think his content's shit. That's
I would say like he clearly like lives off of it. So he's kind of when you kind of like live off of it, you're kind of forced to upload. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So
but
I feel like there should be slightly different scope for people that are living on it as well, because like they kind of have to like rush it out as well. Like it might not, you can't research it as much, especially because he has sponsors too, so he has to rush it out even harder. You know what I mean? So it's like maybe his content is really shit, but like calling him out for it and trying to like degrade him might be a little bit. I don't know.
Okay. Well, here's the thing. Here's another, and I guess most people don't do this, and this is just another thing I have to, learn as I go. Me, I always separate the actual person from like the content itself. So when I say like this content creator's, dog shit or whatever, I'm just talking about their content. I'm not talking about them. I don't know them personally. I'm sure.
No. We get that. Right.
Yeah,
but
okay.
we're saying like, do you think it's like kind of bad taste to attack their livelihood?
Well, no. Okay. Well, wait. Say that question again one more time. Sorry, I just want to make sure I heard it right.
Do you think it's just bad taste to attack their livelihood?
I mean,
think about
this is really
something I had to, because bruh, I don't know if you know my history or whatever outside of Naruto and stuff like that, but I used to be like the debunker guy. You know what I mean? Like I used to shit on everyone and fight with everyone all the time. It was part of like my whole thing, right? But it's kind of like you know, if someone with like 2,000 subs is just making like a power scaling video and they're like, Seth, shit on this motherfucker, he is dumb, like, and I just like ruin his his YouTube career or something. I don't know. You needed it.
Well, okay,
it's
that's
kind of
not,
like, you know what I mean?
Well, that's not comparable at all.
I'm not saying you're at the same level. I'm not saying you're at the same level. All right. I'm just saying that's kind of like why I started changing a little bit, because, you know, I have like 1 million fucking subs now. So it's kind of a little bit weird. But, you know, I'm just thinking like in your head a little bit, do you think it's like a little bit distasteful to like attack someone's livelihood? Like, be honest.
This is just like a really weird, I guess I've never put it in that perspective. Like, sure, I don't know if Sage's reign.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I had to. I mean, I fucking did it for years.
Yeah.
So, like,
I
didn't know.
Time, if that is the deterrent, if that is like the blockade that keeps you from saying like what you perceive to be okay, well, I guess there would be a difference between just saying the truth and saying something that might be better unsaid.
Like,
right?
I hate saying it's just anime, but you know.
Shoot, you know, because from my perspective, I was thinking. So let me just put you through what I was thinking. Before I posted this, I was thinking, man, I think this a lot. This is my thought process all the time. I should be more vocal about what I think, because I feel like even if I have to die on the hill, it's better. That's better than like never saying.
I love that energy, but I feel like it would be more positive to direct that type of energy, that strong, you know, fighter spirit, at something that really would, you know, actually like negatively hurt other people rather than like anime content.
Or I mean, like, if you're passionate about like content and like the Naruto space, like, I don't know why you would like attack 6 when 6 didn't make any negative claims, and I don't think the video does any damage.
Sure. Okay. Again,
I mean, especially like you didn't even watch the whole video. You didn't even know what you were attacking.
That's the big thing to me.
The people.
In my defense, the video was really boring. So
I mean, that's fine, but I'm just saying you basically, yeah, it's a bad defense, but you basically attacked my title and thumbnail.
Like, you don't know a majority about this video, but you felt the need to like.
No, I get it. No, and I completely I completely agree with you guys.
The other thing too is, if you strongly disagree with this form of content, you should turn that energy into making the type of content that you feel like exists.
Well, I mean, dude, I just uploaded a 56-minute video over Sasuke.
Yeah, that's fine. What I'm telling you is like
my energy is very much there.
That's
I'm able
cool.
to divert a lot of my energy around everywhere.
That's cool, but like longevity-wise, right? Because this is a short-term thing.
Dude, I can keep fighting for as long as I'm living, dude.
That's fine. You should be thinking ahead in the future, though, not attacking somebody for a specific like way of content right now. You should be working on reforming your own videos in such a way.
No, okay, and here's what I try to rectify that, because in the second post I did tonight, I was making fun of my own content. And again, I conceded already in the beginning of this conversation that the initial post should have been all that, just me focusing on my own content. That would have been way more productive, way less inflammatory. Okay. I completely agree.
So you agree you just shouldn't have made the post then?
Sure, yeah. Especially given all the, well, okay, here's the thing. It's given me some exposure now. So I don't, if I had the option to do it again, I probably would do it again. So yeah, actually, you know what, never mind. It all turned out.
You know, if it's a positive exposure, that's good stuff. Go team.
No, dude, I'll take, because this is like all negative exposure, because you know it's your fan base. You guys are fan base watching right now. So
why is it negative?
I don't know. This is negative.
This is not negative.
Like,
it would have been if you left the call earlier, that would have been negative.
Yeah,
maybe. Yeah. But wait, Seth, to you, what constitutes negative exposure? I'm curious.
I don't know. Being made of carbohydrates.
You're a funny guy, man.
No, you don't get it,
man, it's getting really late. Can we have this debate another time?
Yeah.
All right, my moment to shine. It's ruined.
Yeah.
No.
Anyways, it was a good talk. I have to go get to my hotel, but y'all have a good one.
What?
Oh, I wasn't saying I was leaving. I was doing a callback to a certain.
Yeah.
No, I actually do have to go to my hotel.
I know. I was just making it clear that I'm not.
Goodbye, Seth.
Okay. Bye.
All right. Is this where we all leave now, or do I stick around?
I mean, I basically I got what I wanted out of the conversation. So if you want to leave, you're cool.
Okay, well, I'm not going to leave until you tell me to leave because this is good for me. Okay. You have all the luxury to tell me when to leave, and I'll leave.
You got it.
Yeah. I'm going to go get some water real quick because my mouth's pretty dry.
All right, bet.
How's my day going, Kevin Trent? It's going well.
Actually, do I want this? Yeah, Smurf, just go ahead and remove him from the chat, bro.